56 News, the weather authority.
All right, welcome back in. Check it out. We've got a nice little scene across Lexington here this evening. A little bit of cloud cover trying to poke through. A couple spotty storms firing up for us as we've made it back into the mid-70s again today. Plenty of sunshine, but a bit more cloud cover kept us away from those upper 70s like we've been seeing. And just a couple of real stray showers and isolated thunderstorms starting to work their way in. Right now, just south of Mount Washington, there's a nice little cell. It's sort of fizzling out already, though. As we go into this evening, we're going to see the opportunity for a couple more of these through southern Kentucky. They were bringing some lightning, some thunder, some 40-mile-an-hour gusts. Most of those are sort of fizzling out. Southern Casey County, though, getting a new one to develop. We'll see this trend as we go through the rest of tonight. Just a few of these little pop-up storms. Maybe a quick burst of rain, all because of this little wave that's working through the southern parts of the U.S. right now. That is prompting some lift to get these storms going. But our eyes are really going to be focused on what comes next. A mess out on the west coast right now. You can see the low starting to develop here as it moves into Arizona. It's going to shoot across and intensify here in the central plains as we get closer to tomorrow afternoon. And that's going to prompt the chance for some severe weather that rolls into our Saturday. The next 3 days look good. Tomorrow, high temp near 80. Then Saturday, 76. Then by Sunday, all the way down to near 60 with a few showers in the mix Sunday morning after what could be a strong or severe event for us into Saturday night. Let's take a look at this, though. Near record warmth with that 80-degree temp for tomorrow. Record 1973. 81 degrees. If we can hit 80 tomorrow, we'll fall short. If we can get to 81, we'll go ahead and tie that record. It's going to be close because it will be gusty winds tomorrow and the plenty of sunshine trying to break through. Now, here's what we've got to look at leading into tomorrow as well. A slight chance for maybe a few strong storms to survive. The better chances for Friday's severe weather in the red shaded area from Paducah to Springfield. As you get closer to Evansville, still a pretty good chance for some severe storms, tornadoes, high winds, and the large hail at that. From Bowling Green to Louisville, that's when we're going to start to see this line weaken. It might hold on long enough to survive that yellow shaded zone. By the time it gets here to our green shaded zone from Cincy to Lexington, Richmond, all the way down to London, not expecting it to be strong anymore. That is there as a just in case. This storm is going to be weakening as it comes in. Totally different story, though, for Saturday night. We've got a level 3 risk in southern Kentucky, level 2 for everybody else for scattered wind, hail, and some tornadoes that are going to be possible as we roll into our Saturday night. Let's talk about timing here for us as we get into the mix over the course of the next 48 hours plus. There's that little wave that comes through. Those showers come and go pretty quick. We've got clearing with a couple of stray clouds for us and maybe a pop-up tomorrow afternoon. Warm front comes in. This is when that severe threat's going to be to the west. You see this line of storms here? Those are going to likely have tornadic activity with them. As they get closer, though, look how quickly they fall apart. 6, 7, 8 a.m. on Saturday morning, those storms should be here, but likely too weak to cause any damage. As we go into later parts of the day, that's when we're going to start seeing a resurgence of that opportunity. The cold front comes in, scattered storms start to develop for us, a big swath of heavy rainfall, gusty winds, the potential for damaging straight line winds, and maybe a few embedded tornadoes in there is going to be possible into the later night, 9, 10, 11 o'clock. This rain continues through early Sunday morning before it cools down enough to make that just be rain and eventually fizzle out. On top of all of that, we've also got outside of thunderstorm chances, the potential for some high winds too. But look at the rain that we're going to have as this storm system comes in. We're looking at anywhere from 1 to maybe 2 to 4 inches. Higher chances to the south central parts of the state to get to that 2 to 4 inch side. Most of us in the mix for 1 to 2 plus as we go through it. There's also a wind advisory 5 p.m. Friday to 8 p.m. on Saturday for gusts upwards of 50 miles an hour. That's all outside of those thunderstorm chances. So a lot to watch as we go through the weekend. Make sure you have alerts on and be ready for some updates.